Race 8 yesterday at Rose Hill was running the Heritage Stakes for 3-year-olds over 1,200 metres. We had Butane Dane resuming from a spell with a nice effort, and Snow Alert, a little bit unlucky with his second, and the filly Silent but Deadly also ran a nice race. But Suman over here has been waiting to talk about this race all day, so we'll let him lead off with this.
Yeah, I really a huge rap for the second horse. I'll just quickly say that Butane Dane's run was good. You know, it was a nice reward, yada yada. But the horse I want to talk about is Snow Alert. He's a horse that from the Chris Wallyard that we were earmarked many weeks ago. Had a lot of natural ability, and we're following him very closely. He put the writing on the wall with his trial last week, which was sensational, and he looked. He just looked like he had a lap full of horse in the trial. Yesterday's run, very unlucky. Got back in the field, got blocked. Never had a clear run until the last 150 metres. Took lengths off the winner. He was the best thing beaten in Australia yesterday. Just should have won. Got a great pedigree by Red Ransom out of the family of Snowland. And Snipper's son and Portillo, same female line as that, so he's going to have a future stud career. This horse will win a Group 1 in my opinion. He's a high quality individual, got loads of natural talent, and I just can't wait till he steps up into anything. He'll be competitive. As for the others, Silent but Deadly was a good honest run. Bazooka now, I think he's hit the road to Saxville. He's just out. He's a horse that's always been spruiked, never delivers. The rest are walkers, in my opinion. So that's my take on the race.
Yeah, not to go over the same ground, but we couldn't agree more. Snow Alert, fantastic performance for a horse of you know, with so much improvement still left, surely with you know, a bit of ring competitiveness. Once he gets in there amongst it a bit more, has a few more runs under the belt, he'll certainly continue to improve. I thought he got held up at the worst possible stage in that race. Couldn't have happened at a worse time, and for him to have picked himself up the way he did, you know, a lesser horse would have turned it up, I'd say, at that stage, but he picked himself up, and to get into second place, that was enormous. I didn't expect him to run a place after that, and so yeah, fantastic run. And I think, you know, the only other point there is certainly Butane Dane gave Daniel Dancer 2 wins for the day, I think, at Rose Hill there, and isn't he having a fantastic time of it, you know, Australia and abroad. He's siring everything at the moment, and I think, you know, he's certainly a feather in the Cornwall cap.
Totally agree. Snow Alert, without a doubt in my mind also that he is a future Group 1 winner. What I like about this bloke, I mean, to pick himself up and accelerate the way he did from a standing start almost, it's just outstanding. Horses don't normally do that unless they're serious racehorses, and this bloke looks to be Red Ransom is a fantastic sire, and he's getting horses not just to sprint but to get a middle distance also. And the other thing I like about the bloke is how that groom dancer, man. I love that blushing groom in his dam line, which
he's going to be an enormous stallion prospect. I agree. I think, and
it's going to allow him to get a distance to this bloke. He might run 2,000 metres with that sort of pedigree.
He may, but I hope that they limit him to a mile, just to protect him a little bit there. And one thing I also will say, he's owned by Stratheden, Brian Maheen, who's one of the true gentlemen of the industry, and I think everyone would be happy to see Brian have a top class horse, another top class horse, because he's just a legend. So I'm just really happy for him.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. I don't want to talking about Sally. I mentioned Daniel Dancer. Just talking about Red Ransom. He's going sensational, you know. And Dewporth, we're saying this guy's a selling prospect. You've got Dewporth that will certainly have his place at stud. I mean, he's got to win his Group 1, obviously, to be that real top of the notch commercial stallion prospects. But you get the feeling he will. Romney, he's going better than ever. But I mean, he's getting old now, and it's good that at least there's going to be some sons behind for us to have access to. And I think he's one of the actual genuine dual performing stallions, you know, dual hemisphere performing stallions, as Daniel Dancer's now
well, they've put out of the race, haven't they? Yeah. Like Daniel Dancer and taking nothing away from Butane Dane, his run was terrific. I do want to make mention of again some of that early 2-year-old form, like Montana Fly. I never rated her even when she was all the rage early in the piece.
I always thought she was there because she was just more mature than the rest.
Mature, and her wet track form, you know, she won on a heavy track in her first race start.
Sure.
She put Typhoon Fury now.
Sure.
I don't know if that's form really stood up, and I didn't know how, you know, she started so short in the race. But Butane Dane is clearly the superior of the two Waterhouse.
And looks like and from a trainer's point of view, looks like Chris Waller's got himself another good horse there with Snow Alert, doesn't it? He just seems to keep producing him at the moment, and he's only going to get better and better with the ammunition of some fantastically bred yearlings.
Well, he's been patronised now more by breeders and owners, isn't he?
Yeah,
because he's established himself as a terrific trainer, and I think he's getting the opportunities.
For sure, and I think the great thing is that he's been able to prove himself as a Group 1 trainer before receiving that opportunity.
That's exactly
I think that would have been some great satisfaction for him, and he can go on now and enjoy the success that I'm sure he'll have with Inghams without thinking, without the reserve of worrying that perhaps it was only because of the support that he's received, because he proved himself off some pretty mediocre sorts.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, that was the running of the Heritage Stakes.